Ah, good. I still have some gas in here. Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. But here's somebody talking. I guess we're walking down the trail. I've had my drunk stupor yesterday. Had my morning hangover, and now I am reflecting on everything that's happened. And I would be a hypocrite if I were mad about Micah Parsons going. And let me explain to you. I have been, every time people jump on me about how much Dak Prescott sucks in the playoffs, one of the things I always say, I said, we are always a top-heavy team. We are. And this is not something new. This has been back with Tony Romo even, where you had like Jason Witten and Tony Romo, you had DeMarcus Ware, Des Bryant and Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, and Travis Frederick. But after you got past those guys, you didn't have that many great players. When half of your roster ended up, when 8 guys take up half of your roster, at the time with, I remember doing, it wasn't a video because this is before I did YouTube, but I remember writing a thing in Cover 32 and saying, when you have 8 guys that are eating up 50% of your roster, then that means for the other 45 guys, you average about $1.5 million for those guys. So you have a lot of talent up here and then a big drop off when you lose them. And the reality is those guys can't play every single play all season long and then still be strong in the playoffs. We literally run out of gas. I keep hearing people talking, and I'm trying to figure out if somebody like standing like over. I see him walking up there. Okay. We'll make sure I'm not ready to be jacked up or anything, or if it's Jason. Yeah, they're coming out the wood and boom. But I gotta say, if that happened and I get it uploaded, it'd probably end up breaking the internet. And if we had signed Micah Parsons, clearly, so much for saying I don't have to be the highest paid. But then I kind of remember saying, pay Micah Parsons when he wanted to, because I told you guys, I just hit me again, because I remember, I kept saying, don't take his kindness as weakness. That you could only go for so long before he's going to get tired of waiting to get paid. Like I said, you think about it. Trevor Lawrence got paid in the beginning of last summer. So he got to enjoy that money all of last year. He got to enjoy that money all of this year. And you still had Micah Parsons looking around and saying, everybody else has been paid. I basically said, I'd make concessions. I don't have to be the highest paid. Let's just get this thing done. And at some point you say, oh, you don't want to pay me right now? Okay, I'm going to get every penny I can from you. And that's why the Packers ended up saying, we want this guy. And the Cowboys got outbid. Now, at $47 million, that limits you a lot. It does. That's not to say that you miss having that talent. But if they end up taking that money and taking those draft picks and getting more talent collectively, you could end up being better off in the future. That's all I'm going to say. And I can't sit here and say the Cowboys are so still. I can't do it. I can do that. But that's literally the opposite thing that I've been preaching, which is we need more talent collectively around. And if you got Micah Parsons as the highest paid edge rusher, you got CeeDee Lamb, who's probably fourth right now? Fourth. I think fourth. And Dak Prescott at the moment, the highest. They said Lamar will probably end up beating that because they're trying to get his contract done before the season starts. But when you have that many guys that are in the top pay tier in the NFL, it doesn't leave much money for the other guys around. Now, if the Cowboys do Cowboy things, which is we believe in our own guys, and they don't try and get more talent on this team with the extra money or try and hold on to George Pickens, who I have to say I absolutely positively love what he had to say about the Micah Parsons situation, because he left being in Pittsburgh, and it's kind of like, change of scenery is not a bad thing. That a fresh start is good, and probably is good for the Steelers too. We'll see how it works. We'll see how it works. But at this point, it doesn't matter. Micah is gone, and Jerry is still here. And there's nothing we can do about it. We can sit here and pound our fists on the stone, on the table. We can yell and scream, but nothing's going to bring him back. Nothing is. So, I've moved on. He's dead to me. And I'm going to support the current Dallas Cowboys players. Jerry and Stephen Jones, you're still freaking idiots. But being a lifelong Cowboy fan, I just can't turn my back on it. I've got too much invested in it. And the final thing I will say is, because everybody says how stupid it is and how much it sucks, gives me hope, because a lot of times all those so-called experts are wrong. There you have it, good people. And that's all I have to say about that tonight. It's crazy. I can't believe 5 days, man. 5 days the season starts. So, program note. We are changing our members call-in show. We normally do it on Sundays, of course in the off season, but next Sunday we'll be actually watching football. Actually, next Friday we'll actually be watching football. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one tomorrow at 5 o'clock, and we'll do one on Sunday at 5 o'clock. So we'll double up for this weekend, just to because not everybody will get the message. Double up on this weekend and do that tomorrow at 5, which means Thomas Garrett will be watching college football, and we'll be listening to that while we're doing, but that's all good. And we'll do one on Sunday. And for everybody who did Super Chats tonight, I will copy all of those names. We'll start a new hopper with you guys, and because everybody has been so gracious on the Super Chats, we'll give away some of our autograph stuff from one of our, I've got so many plaques in there that autograph from Bob Lilly and Drew Pearson and DeMarcus Ware. I'll get something for you guys. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you tell the people you love how much you love them, because life is short and life is precious, and you don't want to go away from here and have people not know how you feel about it. I'm off to a flame. Let me turn that out before they commit suicide. Peace out.